Linus Tech Tips coverage of CES 2014 is brought to you by ncix.com, your source for great technology, selection, and service, along with Corsair Memory and Western Digital. Guys, we are here with the hypothetical future of the desktop gaming PC. This is an undisclosed thing that Razer has just unveiled here at CES 2014. They're calling it Project Christine, and to even gaze upon it would make anyone who is not a true disciple of the almighty Gabe N wither and die. Oh God, I lived. This is it, guys. This is the modular gaming PC concept. It's not a real product at all. There are engineering samples that probably don't even look anything like this, that are somewhat working, but this is, and the end product might not look anything like this, but this is a concept for what could be the truly easy to upgrade, fully modular, silent yet powerful PC. So to start with, you have this base station here. So it's one single piece of aluminum, and I mean, these guys are such masters of industrial design. I mean, the only comparison that I've ever really made in the past is to someone like Apple. They're kind of like the Apple of PC to me, which we absolutely need, and it is a thing of beauty. So it starts with the base station that then all down the front and all down the back, it has these modules that can be modularly unexpected, right? I know I'm throwing you guys for a loop here. That's the most unexpected thing about this video, that can be modularly added and subtracted to the middle tower. So you can see on the back, we've got a completely proprietary interface, although Razer hasn't said that they're 100% clear about whether they would make it an open standard for others to create upgrade modules or not. Maybe there'd be a certification process, but for now, it's fully custom and completely proprietary interface, as well as two quick disconnect fittings. So why would you need two quick disconnect fittings, and why is it so quiet? Well, because it is fully mineral oil cooled. So every one of these modules on the back, we've actually got GPU 1, GPU 2, GPU 3, CPU memory, as well as rear I/O on here is mineral oil cooled. So the idea is that you would be able to simply upgrade from single graphics to SLI by buying one of these modules and plugging it into the back. So you might say, okay, Linus, that's absolutely insane. That's space age. We must be years away from that. And you know what? The reality is we probably are, but they are potentially working on it depending on how much demand there is for this technology. So for those of you who are, excited about it, please do post comments on the video and let them know that you love this and you want to see it. And for those of you who think it's crazy, go ahead and do that too. But I would ask you, if they already somewhat have it working, and this is without actually being close to a finished product, is it that crazy? It uses PCI Express for communication between the different modules and between all the different parts in some form. Would it necessarily work with exactly the technology we have today as a finished product? No, not necessarily, but it's an evolution of what the PC can be. I mean, you look at what a high-end gaming PC is now. For someone like me, I can upgrade a graphics card in probably about 45 seconds if I only have one hand to use. But not everyone's like that. Not everyone wants to open up their PC. I mean, I've encountered professional gamers who need advice about what antivirus to run or like how to install a memory module. So not everyone's like that, and that doesn't mean that you're not an enthusiast and you're not a gamer. It just means you're not necessarily a hardware guy. So the idea is that it would completely eliminate that uncertainty. You would buy a new PSU and water cooling module, you would plug it into the bottom, and you'd have a silent, powerful new module that should be forward compatible with everything else in it. So the idea is that we'd be able to have these systems last over an entire sort of PCI Express generation rather than being tied down to a system that's only upgradable within a single CPU socket cycle or something like that. Like, it's all very, again, it's very space age. I haven't even talked about the front yet either, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this baby back. Yeah, I'm actually turning the table. It's not motorized. We're not quite that advanced, although the PC is. So there's a Blu-ray reader and writer here. There's also a control module here that is, very much a work in progress, but it has some cool video playback. You could probably have a touchscreen on there, control your fans and all kinds of stuff like that. We've got a couple SSDs, front I/O, front audio, and then, I don't know, maybe this is a speaker. I don't know. It can be anything. It can be what you want it to be. But one thing is for certain, and that is that it is modular. That is the concept. Obviously, it's not a finished product. I cannot stress that enough. It is easy to upgrade. In fact, this could open up completely new business models, such as you could have a subscription-based PC without being tied into something like a cloud gaming solution where latency might be a problem for you. You could just say, okay, I'm going to pay $30 a month, and rather than leasing something that I don't own, maybe I just have a subscription so you guys can keep upgrading me, and I don't even have to read the latest reviews necessarily. I'll let someone, and whether it's Razer or someone else, if it is an open standard, the sky's the limit. Maybe you just send me the new module, I pop it in, I send the old one back, and it's off to the races. And then the last thing is that silence and power is key. And mineral oiled cooling in a consumer-grade desktop machine is something that I'm sure you don't have to be a hardware enthusiast to kind of geek out over. Thank you very much for checking out our showcase of Project Fiona. Did I say Fiona? Because I meant Christine. Fiona was the Edge tablet. And it's funny that I made that little Freudian slip there, because Project Fiona was much like this in that they showed off a completely crazy thing, and then they got such great feedback that they made it. So this is kind of the same idea, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. Don't miss any of our content from CES 2014. Remember, our trip to the show is powered by ncix.com, your source for great technology, selection, and service, as well as Corsair Memory and Western Digital. Big thanks to those guys, because we wouldn't even be here without them.